still don't know why we are doing this. We are going to behave admirably. We are going to behave admirably. Just so you know, if you do my left footing, I drive home and you live stuck here with all your ex-girlfriends. Sports. I still don't know why we are doing this. I still don't know why we are doing this. We are going to behave admirably. Just so you know, if you do my left foot thing, I will drive, leave you, and I will drive and leave you stuck with your old ex-girlfriend. Sport. Your office is insane without you. What minute you were there running everything and everyone. What minute you were everywhere. What minute you were there running and what minute you were there running everything and everyone. What minute you were there everything and everyone. What minute you were there running everything and everyone. And the next, well, it's not the same. It's kind of say so, Freddy. Louisa Clark, Freddy Foster. Yeah, I saw you at the church. Life isn't all bad. Anyway, must mingle. Good to see you, Will and Andy, Miss Clark. He's a nice guy. He's fancy to you. He needs glasses. Don't do that. You look beautiful. Well, you don't look so shabby yourself. He's a nice guy. He fancies you. He needs glasses. Don't do that. You look beautiful. Well, you don't look so shabby yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Rupert Collin. Bride or groom? Oh, neither. You? Godmother to bride. Which make me morally responsible for her. Not one of my finer acts. Oh, you don't think much about them. Oh, you don't think much about them. Oh, you don't think much about them. You don't think much about them. This is a bit depressing. Still one can't do this. Still one can't do this thing sober. Oh no wait, there's alcohol in this stuff. Absolutely, darling. And I firmly encourage you to get as drunk as possible. As drunk as possible. So I firmly encourage you to get drunk. I firmly encourage you to get as drunk as possible. I firmly encourage you to get as drunk as possible. I had rumors that the father's bride is going to inflict another speech on us. I hear rumor that the father's bride is going to inflict another speech on us. I hear the rumor that the father's bride is going to inflict the speech on us. Inflict another speech on us. I heard rumor that the father's bride is going to inflict another speech on us. Oh no, I'm supposed to be driving Will home. Oh yes, young Will. He was a chance, you know. Only one of that lot that was worth a damn. Terrible shame. But he's not that. No, I mean for her, not him. Rupert and also. You take care of him. He's a good one. Take it from one who knows 4 marriages and counting. Thank you so much for coming, Will. It was a lovely day. I wouldn't have missed it. I wouldn't have missed it for world. It was a lovely day. I wouldn't have missed. It was a lovely day. I wouldn't have missed it for world. It was a lovely day. I wouldn't have missed it for world. It was a lovely day. I wouldn't have missed it for a while. You remember Riza? Anyway, you're a real star for being here. And thank you for the mirror. Yes, the mirror. Absolutely love that mirror. Absolutely love that mirror. Absolutely love that mirror. Absolutely love that mirror. Anyway, thank you. You didn't buy her a mirror. I know. Okay, you. What do you say? You're gonna give me a war? How many doses did you do? Come on, let's keep this. Come on, let's give these torsos. Come on, let's give these torsos. Let's give these torsos something to talk about. Come on, let's give these torsos something to talk about. What do you say? You're gonna give me a what? You're gonna give me a what? What? How many of those? How many of those did you drink? How many of those did you drink? What? How many of those did you drink? Come on, let's give these toasters something to talk about it. Talk about, alright? Let's give these toasters something to talk about. Are they all appalled? Move close, you smell fantastic. You never would have let those brats so near to me. You never would have let those brats. You never would have let those brats to me, near to me. You never would have let those. 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 You never would have let those brats so near to me. If I was in a wheelchair, if I wasn't in a wheelchair, you never would have let those breasts so near to me if I wasn't in a wheelchair. Oh well, you never would have been looking at this breast if you hadn't been in a wheelchair. If you would have been let those breasts so near to me, if you would have been let those breasts so near to me, well, if you would have been wheelchair, if you never would have let those breasts so near to me. You never would have let those breasts so near to me. You never would have let those breasts so near to me. You never would have let those breasts so near to me. You never would have let those breasts so near to me. If I wasn't in a wheelchair. Yeah, well, you never would have been looking at my breast if you hadn't been in a wheelchair. You never would have been looking at these breasts if you hadn't been in a wheelchair. You never would have let this breast so near to me. Well, if you never would have been looking at this breast if you hadn't been at the wheelchair. You never would have lad. 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 You never would have led. You never would have led this breast so near to me if I wasn't in a wheelchair. Well, you never would have been looking at this breast if you hadn't been in a wheelchair. You never would have let those breasts so near to me if I was in a wheelchair. You never would have been looking at this breast if you hadn't been in a wheelchair. What? Of course I would. No, you wouldn't. You would have been too busy looking. You would have been too busy looking at the leggy blondes, the ones who can smell an expanse account. 4 paces. Anyway, I would have been over there. Am I right? Yes, but in my defense, I was an ass. Yup. Do you know something, Claude? You're pretty much thin. You know what, Claude? You're pretty much thin. You're pretty much the only thing that makes me to get up in the morning. You are pretty much the only thing that makes me to get up in the morning. You're pretty much the only thing that makes me to get up in the morning. Let's go somewhere. Anywhere in the world. Just you and me. What do you say? Say yes, Will. Go on. Okay. Yeah. Why didn't you return me my call? Why didn't you return me my call? I think I'm old enough to spend the night in a hotel. I think I'm old enough to spend in a hotel. I think I'm old enough. I think I'm old enough to spend a night in a hotel without your permission, mother. I think I'm old enough to spend nights at the hotel without your permission, mom. Right. I guess she didn't need a chance. She did manage to get the porter to help me into the bed. It's not good, mate. You're sweating. Look at me. How's your eyes? I'm pretty sure you're Nathan, right? I'm pretty sure you've been on the drink. Am I right? I'll be fine. She just will. We had a nice time. You what? I'm not coming to extreme. Whatever is to no way. They need me at work. But you said support me. I am supporting you, Patrick. I hate cycling and you know I do. But there's trip I've got to go on with Will. But there's trip I've got to go with Will. Why can't they just get an agency nurse? Because it's my job. What is this, Lou? Your job seems to take. What is this, Lou? What is this, Lou? Your job it takes priority over these days. Your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority over these days. Your job is priority over these days. Your job is priority over your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job is priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority. 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 Your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority over. Your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority over everything these days. Your job it takes priority over these days, everything these days. Your job it takes priority over everything these Date. Your job, it takes priority over everything these days. Your job priority. Your job, it takes 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 priority over everything these days. Your job, it takes priority over everything these days. Patrick, this is important, okay? Trust me. But it's Norway. It must be our holiday. It must be our holiday. I just can't. Oh, Pat, it must be our holiday. I just can't. Pneumonia. He only had a cough on Saturday morning. His lungs are weak. Any bacteria hits him hard. Can we live with it? Let's leave it to it. But his full spot in 2 years. But it's his full spot. It's his full spot in 2 years. It's his full spot in 2 years. The last one nearly killed him. How's he doing? It's a little better, I think. Would you like me to take over for a while? I would really like to change my clothes. How are you feeling? I've been better. Oh, I don't know. You will do anything. You will do anything for attention. 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 You will do it. You will do anything for attention. You will do anything for attention. You will do anything for attention. You do anything for attention. I don't think I can do with it today clock. You will do anything. You will do anything for attention. I can't do anything. I can't do with it today. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do with it today, clock. You will do anything for attention. I don't think I can do with it today. I still don't know why we are doing this. We are going to behave admirably. Just so you know, if you did my left foot thing, I drive home and leave you stuck here with all your ex-girlfriends. Sports. Will, hi. It's so good to see you again. The office isn't the same without you. 1 minute you're there running everywhere, and next word it's not the same. It's kind of to say. Lose a clock, Freddy Foster. Yes, I saw you at the church. Life isn't all bad. Will I am? Anyway, must we mingle? It's good to see you and you, Miss Claw. And you, Miss Claw. He's a nice guy. He's fancy as you. He needs glasses. Don't do that. You look beautiful. Well, you don't look so shabby yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the bride and bridegroom, Mr. and Mrs. Rupert Collin. Bride or groom? Oh, neither. Oh, you? Godmother's the bride, which makes me morally responsible for her. No one of my final act. Oh, you don't think much about her then? This is a bit depressing. Still one can't do this. Oh no, wait, there's alcohol in this stuff. Absolutely, darling. And I firmly encourage you to get as drunk as possible. I hear rumor the father's of bride is going to inflict another speech on us. Oh no, I'm supposed to be driving Will's home. Oh yes, young Will. He was a chance, you know. Only one of that a lot of was terrible shame. Well, it's not that. No, I meant for her. The Rupert is asshole. You take him. Take him from one. Thank you so much for coming, Will. It was a lovely day. I don't miss it for a word. You remember, Rita? Yes. Anyway, you're real stuff from being here. Thank you for the mirror. Yes, the mirror. Absolutely love that mirror. Anyway, thank you. You didn't buy her mirror. I know. Okay, you. And what do you say? You're gonna give me a what? What? How many of those did you drink? Come on, let's give these toasts something to talk about. Alright? Are they appalled? Yes. More closer, you smell fantastic. You never would let those if I was in a wheelchair. Well, you never would have been looking at this breast if you hadn't been. Of course I would. No, you wouldn't. You'd have been too busy looking at the legs blows, the ones who can smell and the special count at 40 paces anyway. I'd have been over there shouting at trees. One of the invisibles. Am I right? Yes, but in my defense, I was an ass. Yup. Do you know something, Clark? You're pretty much the only thing that makes me want to get up in the morning. Let's go somewhere. Anywhere in the world, just you and me. What do you say? Say yes, Will. Go on. Okay. Yeah. All the way to the hotel. This is going to be brilliant. I don't think we are driving in a straight line. I was worried sick. Are you alright? I think I'm old enough to spend without permission, Mother. Okay. Right. I'm guessing she didn't do your chips. She didn't manage to get to Porter too. It's not good, mate. You're sweating. Look at me. How's your eyesight? I'm pretty sure you're Nathan. Am I right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you've been on a drink. Am I right? I'll be fine. She just will. We had a nice time. You what? I'm not coming. It's train whatever to Norway. They need me at work, but you said support me. I am supporting you, Patrick. I hate cycling, and you know I do. But there's trip I've got to go with Will. What can't they just agency know? But because it's my job. What is this, Lou? Your job seems to take priority over everything these days. Patrick, this is important, okay? There's no way. It's meant to be our holiday. I just can't. Oh, Pat. But pneumonia. He had only a cough on Saturday in the morning. His lungs are weak and bacteria has hit him. Can I go in? I'll come up with him. Just leave her to it. It's his first spot in 2 years. The last one nearly killed him. How's he doing? It's a little better, I think. Would you like me to take over for a while? I would really like to change my clothes. Sure. Hey. How are you feeling? Being better. Oh, I don't know. You do anything for attention with trainer. I don't think I can do with it today, Clark.